Our program is going to begin in 10 minutes, so now is the time to find your way to your table and take your seats. Your salad is there waiting for you. So again, our program will begin in 10 minutes. Please find your way to your seat.
How do you do the bit?
It's okay in the channels. Remount and support it. I've helped run a nonprofit too.
My name is Ashley Northup. Thank you again for being here today. We want to applause to all of you for showing up tonight. So excellent. We want to first extend a special thank you to our leadership council. So if you all could please stand and be acknowledged for your work. The leadership council. So a big round of applause for them. Next, we would like to acknowledge the 2023 Gala Committee Chairs and the 2023 Gala Committee. So now it's your turn to stand, so we can all applaud you. And we also want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors, starting with our presenting sponsors, Eddie and Amanda, who so graciously provided this space for us tonight to have our event. A big round of applause. I had no idea what I was going to see in a space that was not really made for events, and it looks fantastic in here. It's beautiful. Also, we'd like to thank our gold sponsor, Norco, tonight. A big round of applause. Next up, our silver sponsors, United Access, Braun Ability, Elliott, and Padraic Jordan Homes. Big round of applause for our silver sponsors. Next, we need to acknowledge our Friends of Hope sponsors, Right at Home, ACME Concrete, and Butler Ballet Transportation and Tours. Thank you to all of our partners in the community. Events like this can't happen without them. The ALS Association is the world's largest ALS organization made up of volunteers who are living with ALS, loved ones, caregivers, advocates, and dedicated staff. And by being here tonight, you are helping make ALS livable for everyone, everywhere, until we can cure it. We do this by dedicating our funds to research, empowering and engaging people with ALS, advocating for people living with ALS, and by reducing the physical, emotional, and financial burdens of living with ALS. I happen to have a direct connection with ALS, so I'm very honored to be here tonight as part of this event, and grateful to see so many of you here tonight to support the ALS Association. In college, I had a friend named Seabass. That was not the name given to him by his parents, which I'm sure came as a surprise, but rather by his older soccer teammates, and it stuck. I met Bass freshman year and we became fast friends. In fact, I attended more formal events with him than anyone else on campus, and to this day, whenever we see each other, we affectionately yell, "My date," as a greeting. Bass was diagnosed with ALS in 2013 and has been an active member of the community, seeking treatments and cures ever since. I texted a mutual friend of ours yesterday to get that date, and he said, "Funny you should ask, look who I'm having dinner with right now in Atlanta," and sent a picture. And he's looking great. So as his friend, I am grateful to know that people are funding research that directly improves his life. Tonight we will have all the opportunity to support research that improves lives and will hopefully soon find a cure. So with that, quick reminder that the silent auction closes at 7 p.m. And before we get started with the program, we have a special guest to kick us off. So I think they're somewhere here. I see them over here. Okay. Please help me in welcoming Gunhild Carling.
If you'd like to clap and scream and shout and so on. Wait until you heard it. So, because you started the drum roll.
from Nick Sandler and Tim Carter and Bernardo Gomez. My name is Judy Carling. Thank you so much. This song was called Miller Avenue because I live on Miller Avenue. And now we're going to play a song that maybe you recognize. It's Just a Closer Walk with Thee. But I actually wrote a lyric of my own called Cheers for Spring, for Love and Springtime. So, but we are going to play it now. It begins with Just a Closer Walk with Thee. Thank you so much.
Check.
Okay, so I promised the organizers here I will change instrument every song. And now I play harmonica. A one, a two, a 1, 1. Amazing. And I'm just a brief interruption to remind you that the silent auction closes at 7 p.m. Back to it. Okay, now I'll continue playing recorder, and we will play a popular melody called Wave. ladies and gentlemen, how many of you wants to hear bagpipe? I knew it was a little weird here, because I don't play bagpipe, but I can try. So I brought this medieval bagpipe, and it was hot like around 12th century, something like that. And it was mainly used in war, and you will hear why. Soon hear why. And I am going to play a medieval song, and it's going to take about 29 minutes. Yeah, but it's going to feel much longer than that. What are you staring at? Are you going to clap for 29 minutes? But you know, or is there another typical bagpipe song that you want to hear? Like, what do you want to hear? Okay, Scotland the Brave or Amazing Grace or something like that. Okay, I heard like a murmuring of Amazing Grace. Can we play that? Yeah. Thank you very much. Did you like this song? Yeah. One person clap. Okay, we are going to play a blues now, and actually, so I have been everywhere. I'm from Sweden, and now I came all the way here to play, so I'm very glad. But I have had a big band, and I have this trio and so on, and I'm actually also in Guinness record book because I'm the only woman in the whole world who plays 3 trumpets at the same time. Do you want to see it? It sounds good. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It was Miller Avenue, the first song I played. But today I composed specially for you a melody. And it's so new, so they haven't heard it. Can I borrow your bass? Okay.
You played it 3 times.
Yeah. Are you ready for the new composition of today, dedicated to you? Okay. No. The only thing you shall think of here in the band is to look excited, and you, the only thing you shall think of us is to clap and scream and shout and standing ovation. I have to play all the parts myself because they don't know what to play. Thank you so much. And now, the last song before our show is over. I'm going to play a song called Hothead, and actually I play for the King of Sweden and many times, but when he had his 70-year celebration, and I was at the castle and played, and the government was there, and I always used to brag that I did something big for Sweden, because when I was playing, the Prime Minister took a nap. But with that said, if you come to Sweden and you meet the king, remember that you shall not say you to the king, you have to say your majesty. And I knew that, but I had forgotten that, because when the king came to me and said, "Oh, you are fantastic, thank you very much," I don't even remember what he said, but let's think he said that. I was so starstruck, so I said you 15 times to him. "Oh, you are fantastic, and you are amazing," and so. The best king in the whole world, and so. And then after my parents called and said, "Hey, you said you to the king in television 50 times, so now you have to leave Sweden." That is why I ended up in America. But actually, I got sponsored by King, and that's an American brand. So, now we say goodbye with this last song, and you are wonderful, and I wish you the best. Next sample, Bernardo Gomez. Tim Carling. And my name is Gunhild Carling. Thank you so much. And we wish you all the best and thanks for a good dinner and a nice audience. We love you.
Thank you.
You are wonderful.
All right, well, that music was fantastic, am I right? I've never seen someone balance a horn on their face with no hands. That was absolutely fantastic. As I mentioned earlier, some of you may have heard me say that we do have some friends who could not join us tonight, but are watching our live stream at home. So hi, everybody at home. Thank you for joining us. We're so happy that you are here. So now it is time for me to introduce our first speaker of the night. Please welcome the CEO of the ALS Association, Calaneet Balas.
Good evening. How's everyone doing? You know, I am so excited to be here. I flew out from the other Washington just a couple nights ago, and I just have to admit that Justin and Tamara and a few others, they casually mentioned that you'll be following a little musical opening act. They failed to mention that it might be the twin sister of Lady Gaga from Sweden. I mean, pretty stunning. Hands up. I know you guys are off to travel. Really, thank you so much. What a fantastic show. I think we should give them another round of applause. They're just amazing. So I'm here tonight to kind of tell you a little bit about our story. For some of you, you are very familiar with it. For others, this might be some new things you might learn. And so I'm going to dial back, and if we can kind of go to the next slide. How many of you participated in the Ice Bucket Challenge? Thank you. Thank you for being a part of that. And if you didn't participate in it, or you didn't know about it at the time, I wanted to let you know how much the Ice Bucket Challenge changed literally the trajectory of ALS. And I'm going to share some of that with you. In 2014, somebody decided to dump a bucket of ice on their head. And in about 6 weeks, we raised $115 million for ALS. That's right. 17 million people around the globe participated in it. And who here has done a Facebook birthday fundraiser? Anything on Facebook? That all came from the Ice Bucket Challenge. And it's because of you who participated in that. So you might see these two gentlemen, Pete and Pat. They were the first two who had this idea. And they represent the hope, and you can kind of see the devastation that we see with ALS. And because of their vision, we have a real opportunity to completely change the course of ALS over the next few years. So I'm going to tell you how we're doing that. So if you pop to the next, you heard a little bit earlier, I heard you say this line, we're going to make ALS livable for everyone, everywhere, until we cure it. Back in 2020, we started to look at our strategic plan. And by the way, you remember 2020, right? Like that year? So that was the year that we decided we're going to go bold. We're not going to come up with these incremental goals. We're not going to do something small. Instead, we're going to make it livable. And when we decided to do that, I will tell you, a lot of people got really nervous. I had researchers call me, other individuals from government call me and say, are you really going to put this out? And I said, yeah, we are. Because people living with ALS deserve a sense of urgency. And so we can't just come up with another program. We can't just come up with a few different things. We have to go bold. And so that's when we decided we were going to make ALS livable for everyone, everywhere, no matter where they live. And we've done some really good work. so far. We are starting to realize that by 2030, the number of people living with ALS is going to double. Think about that. In 7 years, the amount of people that you know living with ALS, because they're going to live longer, they're going to live better, they're going to have a higher quality of life, and we're going to go from serving about 30,000 people right now in the United States to serving 60,000 people in the next 7 years. But I'm going to need your help to do that. I think this audience is up for it from what I've heard just from you over the last 30 minutes. So let's go ahead, flip to the next. Yeah, thank you. So you also heard a little bit about this, is how we focus on what does making ALS livable really mean. It's optimizing treatments, it's optimizing cures.
We have gotten 2 new therapies approved for ALS. This is huge. I mean, really huge. I came to the association about 6 years ago, and in that time, 3 of the only 4 therapies for ALS have been approved, and 2 in the last year. And a lot of that has to do with the people in this room, because you helped us advocate for it. We went to FDA when we saw what was happening with Alex and Relivrio, and we said, look, we see the data. We see the data. I know it's a phase 2 tough study, and I talk to people at FDA all the time. I know it's a phase 2 study, but this shows that people can live 10 months longer. Now, if you don't know someone with ALS, you might think, what's 10 months? 10 months is going to a graduation. 10 months is attending a wedding. 10 months is seeing the birth of a child. And I have seen people will themselves to live to see that moment. So you helped us convince the FDA that they needed to go ahead and approve Relivrio, and that's what they did. And 2 months ago, they approved another drug as well. So now we have 4 drugs for ALS, which after 70 years, we only have 1. So thank you for everything. Now, the cool thing about research, and if you're a nerd like me, and you like this stuff, it's not just for ALS. These drugs are also being tested in Huntington's, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, and the list goes on. The ALS Association invested in some genetic therapy that people actually thought were kind of crazy about 20 years ago. And that is one of the drugs that just got approved this last year. So this isn't just ALS, it's a part of our sister organizations across the neurospace. And I'm so proud that the association continues to lead in that direction. Now, what we also know is we have to increase our clinical trial capacity. So what does that mean? We need to have more places where individuals can go in and actually try to be a part of these clinical trials. And I know my colleague is sitting here from the VA. We want to get more clinical trials into our clinics so that your patients can be a part of them. And so the ALS Association actually launched its first clinical trial capacity award this last year. Now, if you can go ahead and put to the next. Yeah, thank you. So I have a firm belief that your zip code should not define your destiny. But it does. It does. And so what we have done is we have expanded our care service staff across the country. And you have some of the best staff here in the Evergreen chapter. So I think you should give them a round of applause. But as I just said, we're going to double the amount of people we need to serve. So we need to double our capacity, and we need to double our clinics. After the Ice Bucket Challenge, we did that once. We went ahead and doubled, and now we have 94 clinics all across the country. And now we're going to have to do it again, because people are going to continue to live longer with ALS. And I hope you will help us to do that over the course of the next 7 years. We know that those clinics that we have, and we have some here in the Seattle area, and I almost feel the thunders from our speakers later on, but we know that those clinics also add on another 12 months of living. So think about it. You've got a new therapy that adds 10 months, and a clinic that adds 12 months, and another therapy that adds another 6 months. So you see how we're getting from the 30,000 to the 60,000? Because we just keep stacking all of these wins together. And now we're going to have to build capacity so that we can actually support all of these people and their families and their caregivers as they continue on their journey and continue to live a high-quality life with ALS. So then we came up with another crazy idea. And we said, you know what? It's not that we just want to make it livable. We actually want to prevent it. And this is usually when I heard a pin drop somewhere. Like, what do you mean you're going to prevent it? You don't even understand the disease. How are you going to prevent it? And so, if we can prevent it, we can also delay harms. We can remove some of the barriers. And so, we went down this path, and you may or may not know that veterans are twice as likely to be diagnosed with ALS. We're not really sure why. But we started talking to the Department of Defense and the NIH, and after a while, they decided we weren't so crazy, and they thought this was a good idea. And just last year, the National Institute of Health put prevention into their plan for the very first time. And that's because of the work of my colleagues at the ALS Association, that the government is thinking we might know what we're talking about. So we are going to focus on how do we prevent ALS from happening in the first place. Last, I want to tell you about a little program we're starting called Excel. I've been wanting to do this program since I started here. When I first came to the association, I was the chief of strategy, and I knew that there was an opportunity to really push outside the boundaries. So we have recently hired a really amazing researcher who's done this work before. And what he's doing is creating a program that de-risks technologies across the space. So therapies, assistive technology, anything you can think of. And the idea is to work with venture capitalists and actually pull the VC space in so that we can push those therapies out at a much faster rate, meeting that urgency that we need for ALS. So we've seen this happen. We've seen it happen with the Milken Institute, cystic fibrosis, JDRF, and others. And now the ALS Association is leaning really hard into this space. I'm convinced, I know it, we've seen it happen before, that when we lean into the venture capital space and look at how we use all of these technologies, we'll move at an even more rapid rate than we can see over the last 7 years. So, Justin, I won't take too much more time. I thank you all for being here. I thank you for your support of the association. I'm happy to talk to anyone that wants to talk about the research that we're doing and where we're going. But I can tell you from what I've seen in the 6 years that I've been here, the momentum behind what's happening in the ALS space is amazing. And you notice, look around the room, it's because of people like you. And so thank you for being a part of our cause. Thank you for being part of the future and really the breakthrough of this disease. Have a great night.
Thank you, Carling, for telling us all of that vastly important information. I did want to be sure you all know that I did do the Ice Bucket Challenge. I want to be sure. You know, I'm truly up here to support. At this point, I'd like to bring our next speaker up. He's the Executive Medical Director at Paving Swedish Neuroscience Institute. Please welcome Dr. Michael Elliott.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's great to see everybody here. And I want to just thank the ALS Association, thank all the patients, families, friends, everybody who's gathered together tonight. I'm going to be kind of doing a little bit of turning because I don't have my slides in front of me, but tonight I was asked to talk a little bit about the challenges related to ALS and some of the things that we've done at Swedish with regards to meeting the challenges, not only for patients in Seattle, but patients across the state. And it was mentioned earlier, like, it shouldn't really matter what zip code you live in. And, you know, there were some mixed things with the pandemic. And one good thing with the pandemic was our learnings of how to use virtual health. And so that has gotten way accelerated, and fortunately, now that has come into the ALS clinic, and we're able to utilize some of that technology to treat more patients across more regions. So tonight this is the outline. What I'm going to talk about is first talk a little bit about the prevalence of ALS in the Pacific Northwest, go over some of the challenges of our geography, go over the benefits of an interdisciplinary clinic, and many of you know that because you're in these clinics, but for those of you who aren't, I want to familiarize you with what happens in the clinic. And then talk about some of the solutions. So what are some of the things that ALS teams do? I can tell you what we do at Swedish, as well as some of the things that we brought into the clinic, like smart hubs, as well as the clinic that we've developed in the Tri-Cities in the eastern side of the state. So this is a little small, but basically you can see on this
this is the region of the Evergreen chapter for the ALS Association. And as you can see here,
oh, okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
So here you can
So here you can see in this slide
the prevalence
of ALS across the Pacific Northwest.
And you can see that
around 600 to 1,000 patients in the Pacific Northwest are living with ALS at any given time. And on the slide you can also see the geography of where people are who have the disease. And you can see it sort of follows population density. So where the population is quite dense, we have a lot more patients. But you can see across the wide regions of Washington, Washington, Alaska, Idaho, Montana, there are people, you know, in need and kind of scattered across all of these areas. And it's been tough. It's been tough for patients just on the eastern side of the state to receive the same care that patients are receiving in the Puget Sound. So this is the challenge. And, you know, for somebody to pack up all their equipment, come with their family, their friends, get into a van, and then in the winter drive over the pass, it's pretty tough. I mean, you may just not do it, right, to come to the clinic. And yet we just told you the clinic has a number of benefits. And this is what people are looking at. I mean, we've all been on this road, right, on I-90 going over the pass, and it can be pretty tough, pretty harrowing. So we'd like to take this element of it away for patients and their families. So now I'm going to pivot a little bit and talk about the benefits of multidisciplinary care. And the first part I want to just emphasize is how multidisciplinary care is important for improving survival. There have been a number of studies that show clinics that have a team of providers who can really cover all of the needs that patients have in ALS. Those patients live longer. And there are several studies that show that. Yeah, there's also the benefit of being exposed to clinical trials. And so we offer a number of clinical trials in the clinic, and that's another benefit that typically most multidisciplinary clinics can offer to patients. And not to be forgotten is quality of life. And this is something that we really try to focus on with our patients is what do people want to do? You know, what's important to them? It was mentioned before, you know, attending that graduation, or walking your daughter across the aisle, or being with, you know, your family for longer, seeing your grandchild born, right? I mean, these are enormous events. I am reminded, though, and the reason that there's a picture of Machu Picchu here is we had a patient who, shortly after I had met him, he said, Dr. Elliott, I want to go to Machu Picchu. And we said, well, okay, we're going to try to make that happen. So we set him up with as much equipment as we could. We had as much as we possibly could in the clinic. We tuned him up. We gave him equipment so that he could make the journey, and he did it. So people's goals are different, right? But that's part of what the clinic should be doing, is working to optimize function for people as long as we can. And these are some of the challenges, and you can see there's a number of issues that patients and their families are contending with. If you were to try to get all of this handled from one provider, it would be impossible. I mean, not any one doctor or small team could really address all of these concerns. But for this reason, we have a number of providers as part of the team. And then we can all divide. All of these providers have areas of expertise. And so hopefully we're meeting the needs of our patients when they come in for these visits. The other thing is that the team does something that we don't really do in medicine, is they talk to each other, right? You guys know, like, hey, didn't you just talk to my primary care doctor, or didn't you talk to my physical therapist? But we do. We talk to each other before clinic, we talk to each other after, and we try to coordinate care as best we can for our patients. So this is just a list of some of the providers that we have in the ALS clinic at Swedish, and I just want to acknowledge this group of excellent clinicians and therapists. It's really an honor. This is one of the best teams I've worked with in the field. And here's a picture of the team. You can see there's a number of people that are involved in the care of patients, and this is, you know, recapitulated across the country. The multidisciplinary clinics have, you know, multiple providers like this. And this is how we are set up, and all of the patients and families are going to recognize this, that our patients show up, they show up at the same time, they go into 4 separate rooms, and then we have our groups of providers who come around and start off with each of the 4 patients who have shown up, sometimes 5. And after a 45-minute period of time, we rotate. Now that's the best I can do with animation. That's it. But you can see after, you know, 4 cycles of this, the patients get seen by all the team members, and then we're able to, you know, discuss after the clinic's done how to, you know, best help, what orders need to be put into place, and to really create a coordinated care experience for our patients. This is a little hard to see probably from the back of the room, but one of the things that we've done at Swedish as well is, thanks to a grateful donor, is we purchased several Microsoft Surface Hubs. And for those of you who haven't seen these are large touch screens, and they're amazing because you can use these for PowerPoint presentations to talk about clinical trials. You can use it as a whiteboard to talk about where people are with their disease, agenda set, share metrics from how people are doing in clinic. We can also use this for video conferencing, and we can pull family members in, or friends, or whomever the patient wants to join us. We can do that as part of the clinic experience. So these have been a fabulous addition, and just a great example of what technology can do in the clinic setting. So I want to give you an example of something that's possible now. And it didn't occur to me until after this visit was over with this patient, just how exceptional this really was. Because I think 5 years ago, what I'm about to tell you really would not have been possible, but now it is. So I have this patient, we have this patient who is 62, she's quadriplegic, and she is on mechanical ventilation. She uses eye gaze for communication. She's Spanish speaking, and she lives in an adult family home. So you can imagine how in the world can she attend a multidisciplinary clinic, right? But we did exactly that. And using the Surface Hubs, when she comes to clinic, our team rotates around into the room where she is. She uses her eye gaze. We have a Spanish-speaking interpreter, and we're able to have this one patient with all of these challenges get seen by the whole team. And like I said, years ago that never was possible. And when we did this for the first time, I thought, wait a second, what just happened? That's really amazing that we can create that experience for the patient. So now I want to tell you a little bit about this tele-ALS clinic. This is a partnership that we have with Catholic Hospital, which is sort of a sister hospital in the Tri-Cities. And again, because of those geographic challenges, we really wanted to create a resource for patients in the eastern side of the state to start with. And so I went out to Catholic and met with the various administrators of the hospital and said, this is something we want to do. The ALS Association was supportive. And I also had a gift from a donor who was interested in creating this vision for patients in the eastern side of the state. So we were able to pull together an entire team, just like we have in Seattle, with all the same providers, PT, OT, speech, dietitian, etc. They're all there in the Tri-Cities. And then myself and Dr. Mayadev, who is a physiatrist, we come over on a virtual presence, and we get kind of wheeled around. Our screens get wheeled around to the rooms, just like what we do in Seattle. And this is just a list of the providers who are in that particular clinic. Here's a picture of the team. We've been doing this for 5 years, which I can't believe that much time has gone by. And as I mentioned, this is kind of the model that we use there. Now, I am one of the laptops there, and I get kind of moved around along with Dr. Mayadev. But that way, we're able to go into the various rooms, and the rest of the providers are going in with the patients as well. All right, that's how it works. So I just wanted to, getting towards the end here, share a little bit about what the impact of this clinic has been. You can see from this map, when you look at the Tri-Cities, it's far from most large metropolitan areas. You look at the Puget Sound, it's far, it's over a pass. Portland, far. Spokane, it's not super close to any of the places that had more resources for patients. So I really think this was a perfect spot to have this clinic. And as you can see from this, we've served patients in multiple cities. I think it's 14 cities, 3 states, and the dots kind of scattered around the Tri-Cities there. But this just wouldn't have been possible. These patients would not have been able to receive care in the way that we've been able to deliver care now. So I think it's a great example. I think it'd be nice to do this in other areas. I mean, the Evergreen chapter is challenged in terms of some of the other geographies we're dealing with, so it would be great to try to replicate this in other areas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Elliott. Love hearing about all these different clinics, all the different patients being served. All of this information is just tremendous. So many light changes tonight. It's like I'm doing a live concert. All right, so now you guys, it's time for our live auction. So we have some amazing packages to bid on tonight. And if you haven't done so yet, you need to find your bid card, which is actually just the back of your program. Okay, so turn it over. Make sure you have your bid card, your program, because people think it sounds fun to bid with someone else's money, but then they take the prize home and you go home disappointed. So be sure you have your bid card. And I want to be sure everyone remembers what it's like to be at an auction. So we're going to do a practice auction. And this is also going to help me see what I can see out there with all these different lights. I think I better get my glasses. All right, so do you all have your bid cards now? Everyone have them? All right, so this is the only time that holding up your bid card doesn't cost you any money. Okay, this is a practice auction, so everybody can participate. So right now, I'm going to ask can that not be on, that light? Because I wouldn't be able to see that side of the room. Thank you. I didn't want this group to not be able to win all of the items. All right, so now I'm going to auction off no traffic for a year. But only one person can win it. So let's see who wants to start me off at $10,000. I've got $10,000 bid, now $20,000, $30,000, now $40,000, $50,000, now $60,000, up to $70,000, $80,000, $90,000. Who wants it for $100,000? How about $150,000? Let's get big. $200,000. I think you want it. You get it. Sold. $200,000. No traffic for a year. Oh, everyone else is going to be road raging, and you're going to be smooth sailing in your self-driving Tesla. It's going to be amazing. All right, that brings us to item number 1. I'm going to have to remove my glasses to read my iPad here. As some of you may know, the Seattle Kraken just had an I don't even watch hockey, and I was totally on that bandwagon. It was so fun. All the eyes will be on next season, and the tickets are going to be hot. So that is why this first live auction item is
so exciting. We have a VIP Kraken package that includes 4 tickets to the Millennium Shamrock Imperial Lounge, which is very fancy. It's all-inclusive dinner, wine, beer, all the things you want. You have 4 tickets to wheelchair accessible seats in a semi-private box-style seating arena where there's also a bar. And this is exciting, 2 VIP party passes to park in the garage under the arena. It is a very rare opportunity to be invited to dine in the all-inclusive Millennium Lounge. So this is your chance to take it while raising money for an excellent cause. Well, I'm going to put my glasses back on. And who wants to start you off with $1,000? $1,000 now $1,500, $1,500 now $2,000. Got $2,000 there looking for $2,500. And got $2,000 looking for $2,500. $2,500 down front looking for $3,000. And the $2,500, $3,000 right there. $3,000 looking for $3,500. And I got $3,500 out there looking for $4,000. And the $3,500, $4,000 is next. Who wants it? It's the Millennium Shamrock Lounge.
4,500 bid now. 5,000. I'm at 4,500, and now I need $5,000. $5,000 bid. I'm at 5,000. Now I need $5,500. 5,000. When you bid high, you get your own private applause. So $5,000 bid. Next up, $5,500. 5,500 is bid. Back to you, sir. He's at 5,500. He's got those parking passes at $5,500. You need to be $6,000, and he says, I'm in. Oh, 6,500. That was a quick turnaround. He stole it from you. 6,500 bid right here, looking for 7,000, and I've got it. 7,000 bid now, $7,500. What a way to start the night. 7,000 bid, looking for $7,500. Who wants it? You're at 7,000. 7,500, 7,500, gentlemen. $7,500. Oh boy. 8,000 is next. I mean, he is thinking about it and thinking about it. $8,000 is next. We've got the bid right here at 7,500. 8,000 is next. 7,500 bid, looking for 8,000. All right, thinking about, he's in. $8,000. All right, we've got 8,000. We liked the drama, having us all on the edge of our seats. We've got 8,000 bid now, 8,500. 8,000 is bid, looking for 8,500. 8,000 right there. He's like, come on, give it to me. 8,000 is bid, 8,500. All right, you have it at 8,000. Now I know you guys were bidding for another friend who's out of the room. With that person, if he's at 8,000, and it's, so here's what's happening, you guys. These are the donors of the tickets bidding on behalf of a friend. So they have to get his permission. So if he's at 8,000, have you guys ever done this one twice? Have you given it away twice? Would your friend go to 8,000 and join him so they can both have it and we can make $16,000 right now? Awesome, we're doing it! Sold twice for $8,000 to bidder number. I need that bidder number. Justin's gonna come and get your bidder number. So that's $8,000. Okay, he's got the recording thing. Okay, I'm gonna wait till he writes that one down. And then Justin, our other one is bidder number 203, our generous off-site bidder. All right, well, I think that's it. We can all go home. I'm kidding. We've got item number 2. Thank you to our bidders. Let your friend know how much drama they created in the room. Thank you for that. All right, you guys, item number 2, remove the glasses, is a Palm Springs getaway. You're going to enjoy 5 nights in this private 2-bedroom paradise located in the Movie Colony East neighborhood, for those of you in the know. And this is in Palm Springs, just a mile from Palm Canyon Drive. The front courtyard with its native landscaping and mountain views is perfect for afternoon happy hours or morning coffee and tea. The back patio and pool are lined with fragrant jasmine and bougainvillea, and the covered patio provides for al fresco dining. You can cool off in the refreshing saltwater pool and warm up in the hot tub and enjoy the sounds of the relaxing waterfall feature. While there, enjoy dinner for 2 at 849 in Palm Springs. I hear it's one of the best restaurants in town. You'll also get 2 tickets to the Living Zoo Palm Desert and a day pass to Indian Canyons. Finally, listen carefully, this package includes 2 round-trip tickets anywhere Alaska Airlines flies. You can use them for this trip, or you could go to Costa Rica or New York or Spokane, your choice. All right, so who wants the 2 tickets anywhere Alaska flies and the 5 nights in Palm Springs? Start me off at $1,000. That was fast. 1,000 bid, now 1,500. 1,500, now 2,000. I've got 2,000 bid, looking for 2,500. I've got 2,500 bid right here, looking for $3,000. Do you want to go to 3? No, you want to go to 3. You want to go to $3,000. $3,000 bid, now 3,500 up front, looking for $4,000. I've got 35 right here, looking for $4,000. Any green cards coming up? 3,000 bid, looking for 3,500. 3,500 bid, now looking for $4,000. I'm at 3,500 back here. Next, I need 4,000. 3,500, looking for 4,000. Anybody? I'm at 3,500. 4,000 is bid. Shoot, you were back there. So 3,500 here, but do you want to go to 4,000? You do. Excellent. You're at 4,000. He stole it from you just like that. $4,000 bid, now 4,500. I'm at 4,000 bid over there, looking for $4,500. $4,000 over here, looking for 45, and she's done it. $4,500 bid right up front. I love it. I see you. $4,500 looking for $5,000. I've got my bid at $4,500 right now, looking for $4,000. Looking around. $4,500 going once, looking for 5. I've got 4,500 going twice. She gets it! Sold! $4,500 to bidder number 116. Congratulations! Enjoy your vacation. Woo! This is fun, everybody. All right, next up, we have item number 3, which is our Ireland getaway. Lots of details here. You're going to fly away to majestic Ireland for 5 days and 4 nights in a beautiful Irish cottage. This trip includes round-trip airfare for 2 to Dublin on Aer Lingus. This package is perfect for anyone looking to experience the charm, culture, and natural beauty of Ireland. You'll have 4 nights of accommodation included, giving you ample time to explore the Emerald Isle at your leisure. And with round-trip airfare on Aer Lingus, you'll have some flexibility in planning your trip, because you can always extend and go to a different part of the country. During your stay in Ireland, you'll have the opportunity to visit some of the country's most iconic sites, such as the Cliffs of Moher, the Ring of Kerry, and the Blarney Stone. You can also explore the bustling cities of Dublin, Cork, and Galway, each with their own unique character and attractions. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or simply looking for a relaxing getaway, this Ireland package has something for everyone. And don't forget that added bonus of 2 Aer Lingus tickets to Dublin. It'll come in the style of a gift certificate. All right, so this is Ireland. This is beautiful. We're gonna, glasses on. We're gonna start off at $500. Who wants it? 500 bid, now 750. 750 bid, now 1,000. 1,000. 1,250. 1,250 right there. 1,500. 1,500 bid. 1,750. 1,750. 1,750 there. 2,000. 2,000 bid, now 2,250. I'm at 2,250, looking for 2,500. Got 2,250, looking for $2,500. $2,500 bid, now 2,750. I've got 2,500 over here. 2,750 is next. 2,750 is bid, looking for $3,000. I've got 2,750 over here. $3,000 gets you 2 tickets to Ireland, and I've got it. $3,000 over here. 3,250. I've got 3,000. Now I need 3,250. 3,250 is bid. Now 3,500. 3,250. 3,500 is next. 3,250. The rest of you are thinking about it like, oh, he took it from me, but I want to go to Ireland. He's got 3,250. It's only 250 more. It's only money. I promise you'll make more. 3,500 bid. See, she fell for it. 3,500 bid, looking for 3,750. I've got 3,500 over there. 3,750 is next. We've got to dodge some lights. 3,500, looking for 3,750. 3,500. Going once. 3,500 going twice. Sold! $3,500! You're going to Ireland. Show me that bid number. Hold up the bid number. Hold it up. Hold up your bid number. It's too exciting. They can't do it. There's so much high-fiving. I want to be sure that the right person. 112. Okay. Enjoy. It's a beautiful place. Try to get to Dingle. Okay. Next up. Item number 4 is our Seahawks package. This is a spectacular package for you. It's 2 Seahawks tickets to the 100 level in section 139. But before you head to your seats, you will get to watch the warm-ups like never before with sideline passes for you and a guest. And I've been down there, and what's really exciting is A, you can hear them talking, and B, you can see how big they are. They are all so massive, and it's so fun to be down there. So this is your 2 tickets and your guest passes down to watch the pregame warm-up on the sidelines. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It really is as cool as you think it's going to be, and you'll get to see them right up close and in person. Whew. All right, who wants to start me off? Let's call it $200. $200, now 300. 300, now 400. 400 bid, now 500. I'm at 400, I need 500. Is that 4? Oh, yes! I love this. Okay, I was at 400, and then I got beeped at, and I'm at 500, and that is the first time I've ever been beeped at in an auction, and I loved it. All right, this lovely lady is at $500. Does anybody want it for 600? 500, 600, uh-oh, she's at 600. Beep, 700. I love this. $700, 800, 900, and then 900 over here. So many beeps. $1,000. He's at 1,000. Yes, $1,100. All right, we're at 1,100, 1,200, $1,200 bid, $1,300. Oh, this is a battle royale. 1,400. Yes, $1,500. 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000, 2,100, 2,100, 22, 22. This is my favorite auction moment I've ever had. 2,200, 2,300. No, she's out at 23. You're at 22. Anyone want to join in the fun? I mean, we can have anyone. You know, it's not just between the two of them. He's at 2,200. Anyone want it for 23? All right, 2,200. Going once. Whoa, where did you come from? 2,300. $2,300. Oh, so we had a new sheriff in town, but he got quickly replaced at $2,400. All right, so now we're at 2,400. 25 is next. 2,400. We need 25. He's at 24. You're at 25. We're at 25. 26. Oh, geez. 2,600. 27. You're at 27. 27. 28 is next. 28. 29. $3,000. What if I was like 30,000 and you were like, wait, she counted differently. $3,000, $3,100, 32, 33, 34. This is a lesson in counting. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Does anybody want to name a price? 39, 39. You're at 4? He's at 39. Are you going to 4? 4,000, 4,100, 42. He says $5,000. What do you say? He said 5. What do you say? He said 5. 51. That wasn't as big a jump, but I'll take it. 5,100, 52. 53 is next. He's at 52. 52. 5,200. You want to go to 5,300? 5,300. 5,500. Do you want to go to 56? He does. He's at 56. He's at 56, so you'd be at 57, or whatever else you name. $6,000 is bid. 6,000 over here. 61. This is like being on The Price is Right, going up by $1. 6,000 is bid. He's at 6,100. 6,100. 65. They're at 65, which is 6,500. You're going up by one more, so 66. He keeps raising by $1. 6,667. 67? 7,000. He's at 7,000. 7,100. 75. 75. 7,576. 7,600. 7,600. So you could be at 77, because we're making up new auction rules today. So 76, 8, 81. He's at 81. 85. This is a whole new pattern. He's at 85. Do you guys want to talk about it? He's at 85. Going once. 86. We have to have a talk about it. He's at 86. $9,000. 9,000. Going once. 9,000. Going twice. Sold for $9,000. Woo! Give us a beep. Give us a beep. $9,000 to bidder number. At some point we'll get a bidder number, but that was too exciting for words. Thank you for your hoot. Thank you for your beeping. I loved it. I do need to know which bidder number is paying the $9,000. Is it 305? Well, one of you tell me, and then y'all can work it out. 305? Yes, bidder number 305. Okay. Whew. I need a break. All right, well, the fun thing is, I'm dying to see what happens on this next one. Because we're at item number 5, our Taylor Swift package. So if you are a Swiftie, this one's for you. You won't be able to shake it off when you score 2 tickets to Taylor Swift's record-breaking, sold out Eras Tour at Seattle's Loomis Field on July 24th in section 338 with a perfect view of the whole stage. In addition, you'll get a dinner for 2 and 2 of her most current vinyl albums to top it off. So again, 2 tickets to Taylor Swift at Loomis Field on July 24th. Who will start me off? at $500 for something people are paying thousands of dollars for. $500 bid, now $750. $750 bid right there, now $1,000. $1,000 bid, now $1,250. $1,250 looking for $1,500. $1,750 up front, $1,750. Now we've got $2,000. I've got $1,750 right here looking for $2,000. $2,000 over there. I almost didn't see you. We've got $2,000, now $2,250. We've got $2,000 over here looking for $2,250, and I have it. $2,250 up front, $2,500 is next. I've got $2,250 up front looking for $2,500 to see Miss Taylor Swift. $2,250 is bid, looking for $2,500. $2,250 right here, looking for $2,500, and I got it. She's looking at her phone. She's like, how much are tickets going for right now? This is a deal. $2,500 bid. $2,750 is next. She's got $2,500, looking for $2,750. $2,750, she wants it. $2,750, now $3,000. $2,750 bid right here, looking for $3,000. I've got $2,750, and she's going. Oh, $3,000 over on the side. See you. Sorry, it took me a minute. Okay, $3,000 bid, now $3,250. I've got $3,000 over there, looking for $3,250. $3,000 bid, posting videos on Instagram, and you're sitting at home listening to your album. Not as fun. So I've got, well, now I talked a lot. You're at $3,000, correct? $3,000. Looking for $3,250. $2,750? People are all talking. You're at $3,000, and I'm looking for, there we go, $3,000, $3,250. $3,000, $3,250. Anybody want them for $3,500? We're at $3,250, looking for $3,500. $3,250, looking for $3,500. Anybody else out there? $3,250, going once, looking for $3,500. $3,250, going twice. Sold. $3,250, and you are going to see Miss Taylor Swift. Will you show me your bid card number, please? You are 226. Enjoy the show. I've heard it's amazing. All right, well, thank you to everyone who bid during our live auction. That was fantastic. It was unique, and I really enjoyed the energy in the room. So, next we're going to hear from Erik Schroeder. But before we hear from him, I want you all to know this is the only time in the night when I want to be sure that no one is talking to their neighbors. This is a very important video we're about to watch. So if someone is still talking next to you, you can very politely turn to them and go, shh, and that's totally okay this time in the program. Erik lives in Whitefish, Montana with his wife, daughter, and twin boys. He was diagnosed with ALS in 2011. In 2013, Erik retired and began homeschooling his children with his wife, Andrea. Team Schroeder has raised $451,000 over 12 different walks. He has prepared a speech for us tonight using only his eyes. So please direct your attention to the screen and welcome Erik Schroeder.
I was the gutter ball. It was April 2011, and we went bowling for my twin boy's 4th birthday. I had no idea why I just fell down on the first throw. A month later, I was walking around Salt Lake City at a medical conference, and I noticed my left foot flopping on the pavement. A few weeks later, I realized my muscles all over my body were twitching, constantly. I knew what I had. It was the darkest 2 months of my life until I told my wife, Andrea, that I thought I had ALS. The following Monday, I called a colleague and told him I had foot drop and fasciculations, and he said to come to his office after work. I cried when his reflex hammer showed hyperreflexia, and his EMG suggested ALS. By Friday, the diagnosis was confirmed. An ALS diagnosis in 5 days is rare. Denial was never an issue, because it was my idea to start. 2 months later, I saw Dr. Elliott, who just spoke, for diagnostic confirmation. I was probably the first person ever who was disappointed that I couldn't tell my wife I had syphilis. It was in his office that I had my first contact with the ALS Association. Who were these people who were offering me free loaner equipment? Dr. Elliott also connected me to the NP001 clinical trial. It was the final day of my first set of infusions, which I later found out were placebo, that I took this photo. I felt the hope that was proudly displayed on my shirt. The theme for this event is, Together, we are hope, courage, love. I am going to use the rest of my time talking about the first one, hope, how I've experienced hope in my 12 years living with ALS, and what the ALS Association is doing to foster hope in all those living with ALS. The first thing that gives me hope is that there has never been a better time to have ALS. When I was diagnosed, there was just one drug, Riluzole, approved, and it was shown to help patients live about 3 months longer. Then the Ice Bucket Challenge happened, and suddenly people knew what ALS was, and the Ice Bucket funding that supported basic research into the causes and genetics of ALS, biomarkers, and new therapeutics, is now coming to fruition. In 2017, a new drug, Radicava, was approved as an IV infusion, and last year it came out in oral form, which is easier to administer. In September 2022, a third drug, Relivrio, was approved. But access is still a problem. Even with insurance, the oral Radicava still would have cost me over $1,000 per month. I was recently accepted into a copay assistance program through the HealthWell Foundation, and I just started Radicava this month. Just 3 weeks ago, tofersen, a medication for people with a specific mutation of the SOD1 gene, a mutation that can cause a familial form of ALS, was just approved by the FDA. A trial is planned to test tofersen on people with the mutation but no symptoms to see if it can prevent or delay ALS. These medical advancements give me hope. Technology also keeps my hope alive. I really respect Steve Gleason and how he has lived large with ALS and promoted technologic advancements through the Team Gleason Foundation. He has said, "Technology is my cure." I often tell people that I can do anything on my eye gaze computer that you can on your computer. It allows me to communicate, teach homeschool, stay connected to friends and family, pay bills, read books, and listen to podcasts. With an interface called Ability Drive, I can adjust my power chariot, and have driven nearly 100 miles with just my eyes. My family enjoys watching people being fascinated as I drive past them. I couldn't imagine living with ALS without technology. The future of the ALS Association also gives me hope. I've been on the Evergreen Chapter Board of Directors and Care Services Committee for many years. It's now the Leadership Council after unification of all the chapters under the national organization. As Ms. Balas described, I am pleased that the organization wants to ensure that care is not dependent on zip code. 12 years ago, I had to drive 11 hours from Montana to see Dr. Elliott at the nearest multidisciplinary clinic. After an ALS clinic opened in Spokane, it was 4 hours. Now the association is working to partner with and open 1 or 2 clinics in Montana. They are also working to expand access to the Lone Locker program. Through the years, I've received things as small as a tool to help me button my pants, to larger things including a 4-wheel walker and a shower chair. Finally, the association has a technology consultant who I have heard has been extremely helpful for those who are not as familiar with tech as I am. So, with research kicking out new drugs, and cool technology helping people with ALS live with purpose, meaning, and connection, there truly has never been a better time to have ALS. All of you give me hope, too. Your gifts bolster the work of the ALS Association by supporting research, multidisciplinary clinics, advocacy, and care services, and the association is dedicated to making ALS a livable disease, not a death sentence, regardless of zip code. I have never wanted people to say that I am battling ALS, for that implies winners and losers. Instead, I want people to see how I live with ALS and live well. Hope starts here, with you. Together, we are hope, courage, and love. Thank you.
We do have a donor in this room who is starting us off at $10,000 tonight. So let's give that person a round of applause. And I'm just wondering if anyone else, again, wants their own private round of applause and would like to join that generous donor at $10,000. And we have one. Bidder number 203, thank you for joining us at $10,000. Is there anybody else out there who is feeling so inspired? Didn't miss anybody? All right, let's give everyone a round of applause at our $10,000 level. Our next level tonight is $5,000. When you donate $5,000, you can help the ALS Association provide coordinated support to people living with ALS. Is there anyone here who would like to join us tonight at $5,000? Our first card up is bidder number 273. Thank you so much for your generosity. Joining him is bidder number 251, also at $5,000. I'm gonna walk around my light here, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Anybody else want to join us at $5,000? Yes, one more. That is bidder number 311. Thank you for joining us at $5,000. Anybody else out there? All right, thank you to all of our $5,000 donors. Our next level is $2,500. Your $2,500 could be used to help the ALS Association in its research to discover risk factors for all. So is there anyone here who would like to join us at $2,500 tonight? Yes, bidder number 116 up front. Thank you very much for starting us off. Next, bidder number 304, also at $2,500. Anybody else want to join us at this level? Yes, number 247, thank you. Also number 199, thank you. Anybody else over there? I see number 329, thank you for joining us at $2,500. Anybody else in the room? I don't want to miss anybody. All right, big round of applause for all of our $2,500 donors. All right, next is $1,500, and your $1,500 donation could go towards the estimated $2 billion needed to develop a drug that slows or stops the progression of ALS. Would anyone like to join us at the $1,500 level? Yes, bidder number 244, thank you. Bidder number 108, thank you. Also number 283, thank you. Number 226, thank you. Also number 313. All of those at $1,500. Looks like there's one that I can't see. Bidder number 250, thank you for joining us at the $1,500 level. Anybody else out there at this level? All right, one big round of applause for that group. So much generosity in this room. All right, our next level is $1,000. The average life expectancy for someone diagnosed with ALS is 2 to 5 years, but the ALS Association wants to change that, and your $1,000 could help achieve this goal. So if you'd like to join us at $1,000, raise that bid card up high. We've got number 350 kicking us off. Also number 271, thank you. Number 285, thank you. Number 206. Number 274, number 198. I'm gonna have to just come down here because that light is just giving me some sort of blindness. That's okay, I got it. We've got 327, thank you. Also number 281, number 118, thank you. Anyone else while I'm down here? Not yet? All right, big round of applause for our $1,000 donors. Getting my steps in. Next up, we are at $750. Is there anyone out here who wants to start us off at the $750 level? Let me look around. Oh, someone over there. Bidder number 105 joining us at $750. Anybody else out there? All right. Oh, no, one more. Bidder number 64? Okay, great. Bidder number 164. Anybody else want to join us at $750? All right, thank you too for your generosity. Moving on to $500. And tonight I'm going to start us off at $500. Thank you. I got my own special beat. Okay. I don't have a big card, but I promise I'm going to pay it. So next up, joining me at $500 is bidder number 197. Oh, I'm coming down. I'm coming back. $500. All right, I'm going to work my way around the room. I'm trying to lose my breath. Bidder number 252, thank you. Number 277, thank you. Number 104, number 150, number 159, number 280, number 167, number 107, number 275, number 170, oh, that one's so far away. Number 282, number 242, number 102. Got it. Anybody else want to join all of those people and me at $500? Anybody else? All right, big round of applause for our $500 donors. I don't really know why I'm going back up on stage, but I don't want to miss something that I was planning on saying. And this is my cardio for the day. I sat down and watched lacrosse all day. This is my turn to get exercise. All right. Whew. Now we are at the $250 level. So if anybody wants to join us at that level and help support this cause, now is the time to raise your paddle high. We'll start with bidder number 279. Maybe if I do this. Number 314, number 345, number 241, number 103, number 253, number 278, number 169, number 172, number 249, number 163, and number 162. Anybody else out there at this level? That was our $250 level. All right, big round of applause for all of those donors. All right, well, we've come to our final level of the night, and this might be your first time to raise your paddle. Maybe it's your second time or your third time. There are no rules about how many times you can raise your paddle to donate, because every dollar that we raise tonight counts, because there is no cure for ALS, but there is hope. So if you want to raise your card at $100, please do so now. I'm going to come down again for this. All right, we've got number 163 starting us off at $100. Also number 248, number 113, number 172, number 240, number 270, number 272, and number 343. All of these generous donors joining us at $100. Over here we've got number 276, number 159, number 347, number 110, number 200, and number 332, number 229. Anybody else want to jump in? It might be your second time or your 40th time. Were you raising your number 317? I'm not sure what's happening over here, but they're laughing about it. All right. Anybody else want to jump in at $100? All right. How about a giant round of applause for everybody in this room who bid on an item, who won an item, and who raised their paddle once, twice, or 100 times. That was amazing. All right, we have one last thing to take care of, and that's our raffle. Hey, raffle team. Justin, raffle team, it's raffle time. Okay, they were hugging and celebrating. So we have our raffle number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. So I believe those boxes are coming up here now. And while that happens, I'm going to pause for a commercial break and a glass of water. You have this back? Do you want me to come with you, or do you want to do it? Okay, then bring it back to me when you're done. Okay, great.
Was that? Oh.
One moment.
So,
Cake number one.
So what raffle ticket number?
The first cake. $308-1. I'm sorry. 308-018. 308-018. 308-018.
all right, so that was for raffle item number 1. And I'm going to read it again if you have your ticket. And I'm going to do it really slowly. 308. What? What? Oh, sorry. 308-018. Anybody have that one? Yeah. The last 3 digits are 018. Anybody? All right, well, at some point, well, do you want to figure out if that person, are you drawing a different one? Okay, great. So then, just kidding you guys, we're going to try again because people didn't know which ticket was theirs. So, still for cake number 1, now we're at 307-823. Did you guys give them raffle tickets? We have the other one? Did somebody, okay. Whew. I got real worried there for a second. Here, should we match? 7-8-2-3. Oh my gosh, come here, come with me. You get this ticket, or this cake, I mean. Here's your cake. Okay, sorry, that's your number, that's your cake, number 1. We totally know what we're doing.
You get a box for it? Yes.
All right, so now raffle number 2. Cake number 2, Justin, you do not let that fall, is 308-065. 308, yes, 065. Woo! She gets it. Do not spill that thing. 2 hands, 2 hands. Here she comes. Oh, you're bunking. I might have goods in my nose. We're working on number 3. All right, number 3. I'm going to reach in here. That one was just like hanging out on top. Okay. All right, for cake number 3 that Justin is not going to draw. Number 307-760. 307-760. Anybody? Ruh-roh. Did you find it? Is it you? You're 760? Okay, yay! Great. All right, number 4, which looks like the one, oh no, it looks like peanut butter. I was gonna say my daughter would pick that, but she's allergic to peanuts, so she best not. All right, here we are. These are very wildly different numbers. 5, 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. 5, 1, 2. Were you celebrating? Or was that post-celebration for the other cake? It's very confusing. 5, 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. I see the hand in the air. Okay, we got it. 5, 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. Boop. Okay, so someone's coming for that one. Okay, and our last cake, right? This is our last cake. Our last cake goes to ticket number 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. I have someone with a hand in the air, like she's very. All right, last, that's that one. All right, now what do we have? This looks like a pet basket because there's a fire hydrant in it. So this is the basket with wet noses and a fire hydrant. That's exciting. Ticket number 307 783. Who gets a fire hydrant? 307 783. Okay, I see you. Your animals are going to be so excited for their wet noses products. All right, that was fun. Next up, this is a body care basket. These are beauty products, and this goes to number 512351. Oh, over there. Oh, go take that body scrub. Do one, yeah. And then, is this our next one? Oops, I'm gonna need someone to open this. It's this box? Okay. All right, and then now we're up to our Kraken basket. Kraken basket, and that is, oh, it seems like everybody wants this. And this is, oh, that's a whole situation. Okay, ticket 307940. 307940. Everybody wanted this basket because there was a bajillion tickets in here. So pay attention. Number 307. Is that a hand in the front? 940. Is that you? Awesome. Front table. No, someone else can deliver that. We'll do that. Great. And then next up we have some whiskey. This is the Suntory World Whiskey. And this, I'm gonna be sure you don't lose, that's okay, goes to ticket 512282. Oh, someone was like, oh, it's one digit off. So again, that was 512282 for whiskey. Anybody? 282? Maybe we'll try that one again in a minute. 512282 for the whiskey. I'm gonna pick someone else. All right, we're doing another one. Same bottle of whiskey, and we're gonna try with number 308092. So now we're at 308092. Come get your booze. Here she comes. This looks really cool. It's a Japanese, I'm not a whiskey person, but I hear the Japanese whiskeys are exciting. there you go. Well, you can put that. All right, the next one is the small batch Colonel E.H. Taylor liquor. Bourbon, it's a bourbon. I couldn't find the word. All right, ticket number 512349. 512349. Is that you at the front of the table up there? All right. Yeah, we've got a deliverer. All right, next we've got this single barrel bourbon whiskey, Blanton's. All right, that is 512227. 51. Oh yeah, come get it. And what's this one? Okay, this is for our Platinum Hydrofacial Skin Consultation and Complimentary Product to Orange Twist, and this goes to bidder number 512301. 512301. Anybody? Facial consultation product twist. 512301. Looking around. 301. Anybody? All right. Nope. We're going to pick another one because I haven't gotten enough exercise tonight. All right. All right. So thank you to all of you for your incredible generosity tonight. That was incredible. We're going to celebrate your generosity by bringing out dessert so you can stay here with us and enjoy. A reminder, if you work for a company that will match your charitable giving, please make sure you do that because we would like your company's money. And if there's an amount you are hoping to donate, but I didn't call it out, you can make your donation at checkout when you leave tonight. If you want an item, please stop by the checkout tables and your receipt will be mailed to you this week. I'm Ashley Northup. Thank you for inviting me here tonight. Thank you for joining me tonight. And to conclude our program, please welcome Justin and Amara and Katrina back to the stage.
Okay. Thank you for the spectacular evening. I want to conclude tonight with a moment of gratitude to thank everybody involved tonight, all of you for opening up your hearts and letting us talk about ALS Association and what we do. We so appreciate all of you, so thank you. Okay. Safe travels home.
We'll see you next year for an even better event. And we'll send out our totals soon. We're tallying the numbers. Thank you so much for your generosity. And thank you, Eddie and Amanda. What a beautiful space. This is an incredible event. Thank you. Thank you.